Okay, so I made some plans to go out tonight. So I'm just looking for something nice and cute to wear. And I ran into two shirts and I just thought they were funny as hell. This shirt right here says unemployed but cute AF. And I think that's funny. And this one over here says man lie.
I'm at the salon.
Hmm?
I'm at the salon.
Yeah, the salon. Yeah. my girls are ready. We're gonna go out to eat, and I'm like always the last to dress.
You always play with us and take us to different places.
Oh yeah, okay. All right.
I'm waiting.
We're all hungry, so I hope the wait is not too long. I'm basically still here waiting for a table. This is why I don't like to go out to eat, because I ain't got the patience. Yeah, I may have to take us to a Warner store.
No.
Yes. Eggs, oil. Yeah.
What are you gonna use the oil for?
What am I gonna use the oil for? To
Yeah.
put in the cake?
Is that cooking oil? Does you have to pour the whole thing?
Yes. Pour the whole thing. Dump the whole thing in there. Just be careful. Okay. Don't do that. We're still pouring the oil. The water. Who's gonna mix?
Alyssa.
Unless both of you guys could mix, but different times. You're gonna mix. Mix, 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 mix. Gotta go fast. Hey everyone, it's been a while since I turned on this camera. I just haven't been remotivated to come on here and talk and all that good stuff. But I figure I'd come on here and just give you a little bit of an update about how I've been feeling and just how things has been going, how I've been coping, dealing, and all that good stuff. Like, it's just, you know, a lot of different emotions. And moment back. Okay guys, so I was trying to talk to you guys in the car, but it just wasn't working out. My camera kept falling off and it was getting real dangerous. All right, so I decided to wait until I come inside to talk to you guys, give you guys a bit of an update. Now it's been a while since I've picked up the camera because if I'm being completely honest, I have not been motivated to do videos at all. Like, I haven't been feeling very productive. I've been carrying on with my life as usual. So of course I've been getting up and going through that whole routine of, you know, sending my kids off to school, you know, doing homeworks, doing hair, just tending to my kids, you know, trying my best to venture out a little bit. Like last week I went out with friends and that was pretty nice. So I've been trying to activate my social life a little bit because I think that's kind of like the only thing that's missing. And you know, a couple of years ago I decided to just kind of like, I mean, I was never a very social person, but I completely cut off my social life and dedicated myself to just my kids and my husband. And I had no problem with that because it's a very fulfilling life, in my opinion. You know, I have my family, my mom, you know, I have family members that I love to death. And I've never really seen the need for like friends, you know, but I've recently started to try to get back in the zone, and I appreciate a couple of friends that have reached out to me and let me know that they're here for me and they want to support, and they all think I should get out of the house. You know, I've literally gotten those messages from friends saying, listen, you need to get out of the house because, you know, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the invites. And yeah, it makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I have like real people in my life. But like I said, I haven't been feeling super motivated to upload videos. A lot of you guys know that this is actually not my main channel. I have another channel where I talk about perfumes. That's my business channel. That's my main channel. That's my baby. I've been working on that channel for the past 7 years, and I have, I think at this point, almost 40,000 followers on that page. So if you're into fragrances and smelling good on a budget, just follow me on that channel. The link is always going to be in the description box. Now, I created this channel like 2 years ago, I would say. And on this channel I just uploaded like whatever, like me cooking my kids meals, taking them to school, doing their hair, just any random, going to the supermarket, just random things, you know. And I had at least, you know, I think 2,000 people that followed me on that channel, my real supporters. And I enjoyed just vlogging for them and just keeping it small and intimate over this side. But as you guys know, on April 1st, my life kind of like crumbled. My life kind of like it did something weird when my husband walked out. The first video that I put out, it did I think it really attracted a lot of people, and it attracted a different crowd, like, you know, real supporters, angry people. I have trolls, and I'm not used to that at all. Like, it's kind of weird, but it's what I've noticed with all these new people that's now kind of flocking to the channel. I've kind of noticed that, like, I don't really let it bother me, because I understand that, you know, a little bit of what I give is not going to be enough for you guys to completely understand what's going on in my marriage, and that's fine. Like, you don't have to understand everything. Like, don't try to dissect and create something that is not there. And you know, I've seen so many crazy comments about me, and I'm just like, me? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I have my ways, okay? Like we all do. Show me a woman that doesn't have her ways, and like, I'll tell you, she's a special one. But like everybody else, I have my ways. So I'm not gonna act as though I'm innocent or anything like that. But some of y'all be really, really acting like I'm like some sort of like Rottweiler out here. Whatever. But update. So in my last video, which I think I spoke about the fact that my husband had kind of opened up to me and told me that he thought about a lot of things and he saw where he went wrong. It didn't take him long to realize that, but I guess he wanted to stick to his guns because when he left, he felt like he had every reason in the world to leave. He now realizes that the way he did it is wrong. I mean, I'm still irritated. I don't think I'll ever not be irritated at that. So I feel the people that are in the comments angry and wondering, WTF. I'm like, I'm there. But we are still there. Like, we're still at the point where we're going back and forth on whether or not it's a good idea for him to come back without doing more work. And, you know, we've been talking a lot more. You know, when he left, me and him, we were not talking about anything other than the kids. I was always emotional. He was always kind of like standoffish. And that was kind of like the dynamic between me and him, where I kind of wanted to feel out his emotions, but he wasn't really showing me any. He was just trying to be very stern and he was trying to hold his position. But I guess at some point he decided that, you know what, you know, and I know a lot of guys on this channel, they're like, oh my gosh, she's probably this evil woman, she's nagging, she's all that good stuff. I mean, I'm really hoping that you know, he could come on here and tell y'all what his frame of mind was, like what he was thinking, all that good stuff. I don't know if that's something y'all would want to hear, want to see. We did hang out over the weekend. We went to a birthday party, and you know, for me, it felt good. It felt right. After the weekend, he went back to where he's residing, which is currently with his sister. And we've been talking on the phone. We've been doing a lot of like talking. We've also been trying to figure out like how we're gonna go about doing therapy. If he's gonna do individual, if we're gonna do couples. And you know, this is not the first time he's gonna agree to doing couples therapy, but I think I explained to you guys before that we tried couples therapy and he only lasted 2 sessions, which definitely pissed me off. And I think that was kind of like the game changer for me. And that's kind of when I decided, you know what, like I kind of gave up. My attitude towards my marriage definitely changed. And my attitude towards him definitely changed, because I felt like, how could you turn your back on this? Like, I'm trying to heal our situation. I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to get us to that point where we could be healthy. And how dare you walk away from a situation like that? So I was very angry when that happened. But he's agreeing to re-enter into therapy. He has spoken to me about things that he wants to work on, you know, about himself. In my last video, you know, a lot of you guys were just so kind of like perplexed, and some of you guys were aggravated at the fact that I said that I wanted to keep certain things private in my marriage. It's funny how that could aggravate someone. How is that going to aggravate you when I'm just saying, listen, I don't have to share anything on my channel. So the fact that you think you deserve to know every single thing that's going on in my marriage is like, it's very nervy. It's very, very nervy. Like, miss, do you want to tell me what's going on in your marriage? And I understand that I put my shit out there, but that also allows me to put what I want to put out there. And if I say some things are literally too private, then it's literally too private. I know my boundaries. I know when I'm crossing a line. I've always said it. If it was me alone, fine. But I have my husband, and he has a right to certain things being private. I mean, I don't mind coming on here and giving a little updates, but there are certain things that I think I should be respectful about. And even that pisses people off, the fact that I want to be respectful to my husband. I understand that what he did to me was some bullshit. You understand? And, you know, I could get mad all day and be disrespectful and angry all day, but I don't want to do that because I've been that person. I've been the angry, the bitter, the miserable, trying to make everybody else's life miserable. And let me tell you, that shit gets you nowhere. You know, I prefer to be at peace, and I prefer to get up in the morning, get up every day saying, you know what, I like the way I dealt with that. It was mature of me, and I don't have any regrets, because I know myself, when I act the fool, I always regret it. Even if the person is wrong, like, I'm one of those people. I remember one day, and this is kind of like going off the topic a little bit, but I remember one day I was on the train and this lady straight violated me. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it, but the whole day at work, I wasn't functional because I hated the way I reacted. Like, I was super aggressive and I was acting out of character, and I felt like I allowed her to push me to a point that I embarrassed my own self. Like, every time I thought about how I was acting, just remembering the way my voice sounded and how people are looking at me, I cringe. So, like, I don't like to react in a way that's gonna make me feel regretful. And that's kind of like another thing that I want to work out in my situation, because there are a lot of things that I did, even though my husband is the most frustrating man on the planet. He's the most frustrating man on the planet. I still try to control my reaction. Your reaction, if it's poor, we don't even remember why we're arguing in the first place. So we miss the whole point, and then we miss that opportunity to fix the problem because now we're concentrating on my reaction. I mean, that's all I have to say about that. So yeah.